investors.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to our man Al in Homosassa. What's going on, brother?
Isn't it wonderful? I went ahead and invested in your Tiger Dollars, and I went ahead and got the gold report for a year, and also your morning, your call letter and stuff like that. And I got over a 50% return in one day, not counting everything else. But I just want to thank you. Tom's not perfect, but he tells you how to put your stops in, and he keeps your losses small. You can take your small losses, but then all of a sudden you'll be like Dave Ruth, and you'll hit a home run. I mean, a big home run. Yeah. And put the money in your pocket.
Okay, brother. You're awesome, man. Thank you.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day in the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Happy Flag Day, folks. Gotta love it. Be impeccable with your word. Manifest your true intentions. Regardless of what language you speak, your intent will be manifested through the word. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will be manifested through what you say each and every day. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 214, NASDAQ up 50, S&P's off 7.5, gold contract down $13, trading $18.66 an ounce. You got silver down 14 cents, $28 flat. Oil, $70.88. Oil wants to run to that 76 mark, folks. Notes and bonds. We got the 10-year down 10 ticks right now, 132.17. The 30-year off 21 at 158.18 in King Dollar. King Dollar down to 35 ticks at 90.520. The euro is at 121. The yen is at 110. And the British pound is at 141 to 1 U.S. dollar. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Dave Mazda. Dave, folks, is the head of product and managing director at Direction. And as you're over to our website at TFNN, you can hit that Direction banner. Dave Mazda, you have been busy. Holy cow.
Yeah, we thank you for noticing that. I'm really excited to be back to talk a bit about our new funds.
There's no doubt. So we have one fund, folks, and we've been talking a lot about this. The Great Breakout. You got we have a OOTO, which is a daily travel and vacation, and we get a commodity fund. This is good. People are going to love this, man. So let's dig right into both of them, Dave.
Yeah, exactly. So OOTO is, of course, a play from a ticker on out of the office. And what this is one of our daily bull funds, so 200% exposure on a daily basis of a group of stocks, all really associated with travel and vacation. So for those, we know the momentum is there for a reopening with the vaccine rollout, fighting back against COVID-19, and the pent-up demand that we're seeing in some of the inflation numbers. We're seeing it if anyone's tried to buy a plane ticket like I have,
yes.
It's gone up markedly, and these stocks are beginning to benefit. So we wanted to put a trading product in the market for investors to take advantage of those opportunities.
And in this fund, folks, it's really cool. Like when you're on the website, okay, you can pull it up. You can see the holdings that are right inside the fund. Your top holding is Walt Disney's. Then you get Booking.com, you get Marriott, you get Delta, Hilton, Southwest. Great assortment, man. I mean, really cool assortment. Now let's go to this commodity one because the market has a lot of ETFs, Dave, and I'm sure you being the head of product and working all the time, you know that. But there's not a lot of nice commodity funds, and this, to me, this is a beauty, man, that you just set up here with the COM.
Yeah, exactly. So, unless you're, and I know you have plenty of followers who are looking at something, just like gold or just like silver on a daily basis, to your point, it's actually, we haven't seen any real trading strategies embedded within a particular fund. Either you get the commodities beta And what often happens there is people get disappointed and they sell it at the wrong time, just like we saw with all the outflows. And now, of course, commodities coming back. What COM does is it's actually a long, flat strategy that uses indicators such as price momentum, the volume that we're seeing with the individual commodities, whether that is on the precious metal side or the grain side, and actually will take on exposure or take it off depending upon the signal. So it's a great way for investors to get the access to commodities, but do so in a more dynamic way than what we historically have seen in the market. So begun to see some real nice interest in COM as well.
And inside of COM, folks, and this is where, I'm sure a lot of you is going to like it. We're talking about you do have exposure to soybeans, to cotton, to copper, to wheat, to gasoline, to corn futures. Pretty cool how you put this together, Dave. I'm telling you. We see these in the marketplace, and I know from how many calls we get in, the demand. And the demand in the commodity market is big right now. Because I guess all our questions are, okay, the Fed's meeting Wednesday, are they going to go longer? If we believe the Fed, last time it's saying, okay, we're going to go longer. I know it's going to be, if we ever get that quote on Wednesday, the inflation rate is going to go up astronomically. And I suspect, there's no reason we won't get it. It's just that it's pretty wild because the economy is pumping along so well.
Well, exactly. So we certainly could see a surprise, and there have been some strategists that come out and say, let's not be so sure that the outcome is as certain as many people believe. But the base case is that we have to listen, and they believe that this pricing pressures are transitory. Much of this will be, right? Are we going to see used car prices go up 8% in perpetuity month over month? No way. However, we know that there's real supply shortages among commodities, whether it's on the lumber side or in the ag products, that are going to take years to work off. And as we see broad-based reopening, the U.S. really was a laggard at the beginning. The vaccines have got to put us in a much better footing. We're just seeing Europe and now China. All that is going to just continue to increase the need for commodities, which is why investors have ignored it for so long. But if we begin to see this inflation begin to be stickier, then I think investors will be ill-suited not to have part of this in their portfolio.
No, there's no doubt. And I would say that, we've talked many times when the Fed's coming up, like this is an important meeting. And it seems like I can say this, and then all of a sudden it's just, flatlined. But this time it's like, okay, man, if they don't say anything that they want to taper, this is going to be saying that, hey, we're off to the races, man, in spades. So pretty amazing.
Yeah, exactly. So you're spot on. If we don't get, I think the market's hungry for some information. They haven't been giving it, but I think all that does is all eyes are going to be on this meeting, and it's going to actually probably change the dynamics for where markets could go across treasuries into equities for the rest of the year.
No doubt. Well, listen, man, as head of product, you're doing a great job, man. You're pumping these babies out, and we do appreciate it. You have a great one, a safe one, and we look forward to speaking to you 2 weeks from today, Dave.
Thank you. We'll talk soon.
Thank you so much. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Are you looking for a way to consistently add winning trades to your portfolio? Tom O'Brien is here to help. Tom O'Brien has been successfully trading markets for over 30 years. A frequent contributor to TD Ameritrade Network and CNBC, Tom O'Brien founded TFNN over 20 years ago to help educate investors just like you. Tom's daily market newsletter, Market Insights, is published every morning when the markets open to give you the competitive informational edge you need to succeed. These newsletters are packed full of Tom's advanced technical analysis and are geared to deliver comprehensive strategies for a successful portfolio. Get Tom O'Brien's newsletter, Market Insights, today and try all of our products and newsletters 30 days risk-free with our money-back guarantee at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
What's separating you from the most successful men and women on Wall Street? That's right, information. Having all the information gives us the perspective we need to place the right trades at the right time. The TAS Profile Scanner is the premier market profile-based scanner. Powered by its acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner instantly filters over 2,500 plus global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. This powerful suite of tools leverages instant trade filtering and strategy formulation to show you emerging trades before they happen. For a limited time, you can save $100 off your first month by using the promo code UPGRADE, and you still get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Level the playing field with the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find under the Services tab at TFNN.com. Sign up today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 214. They get the Nasdaq up 43. S&Ps are down 8. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, as we do each and every Monday. And don't forget, folks, Steve has an outstanding program here every trading day, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. Also has a great newsletter, Mastering Probability. Now, it's very easy to get into his newsletter, folks. Come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to go into newsletters. You're going to see the Mastering Probability on the right-hand side. You can get this for 1 month for $149. You can get it for 6 months for $695, which is a savings of $199 at 22%. You can get it for a year for $1195, which is a savings of $593 or 33%. Now, they all come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So as you're checking it out, folks, take the one you want. You like the newsletter? Great. Bottom line, it doesn't work for you, you'll get refunded 30 days later. Steve Rhodes, what's going on?
The run for the cup, of course.
The run for the cup. There's no doubt, man. There's no doubt. We're down to 4. Yeah, we're down to 4. Right?
Yeah.
And it's been great. They've all been great series, man. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Yes, they have. And it was interesting. I was looking at, not that I'm going to make the trip over, but I was looking at ticket prices, just trying to get a feel for the ticket prices. They're really pretty reasonable for the, for the games in Tampa. Like, I mean, you can sit in the lower bowl for, $300.
They are. It's true. And they're always reasonable, man. It's, I used to have Tommy and I, we had tickets into one of those clubs, right?
Yes.
And then we realized that, oh, my God, you can get the same tickets for less. And, of course, you have to buy the whole season when you do it like that, folks. And trust me, if you like the Lightning, you can get tickets for less than what everyone else is paying on a continual basis. This is how it is. You know what I mean? Yes. And we found out, too, man, it's hard to go to every game. And even when you give them away, you're giving away great tickets, but it's hard to give them away sometimes. It's kind of crazy.
It is. So years ago, a trick that my son and I used to use, because he played hockey, even though we were in Orlando, he played most of his hockey was in the Tampa area and further south. And so if everything worked out, we would always stop and catch a game on the way back. And what was interesting, you could call really towards the last minute and the ticket box would actually go ahead and sell the handicap seats. So right when you got to game time,
awesome.
And they are so the handicap seats are where the actual regular luxury boxes are.
I know.
but they're in the end, and they just never finished them. So it's just among cement and and just chairs. So I don't know if they do it now, but boy, it was the greatest because we would have
they're
the best
great seats. I know the seats you're talking about, man.
Exactly.
Oh my God, that's a great trick, man. I like it.
Yeah. You just got to, but you have to be in our case, because we were traveling back and forth. It was pretty easy to be a last minute decision.
Yes.
So it was great. But in any event, I'll spend just the next couple minutes here. Yeah. Just now I put together something that I think is pretty cool because it explains what's really going on. And we begin by taking a look at this 86-year seasonal cycle for the Dow. We're just going to focus today's session, Tom, just on the Dow. I don't know that it'll take up our entire time here. But our 86-year average topping date is May the 19th. You can see that here on this chart. And when we apply that to just a live chart or close to a live chart here, we can see that the actual top inside of the Dow thus far is May the 10th. So very close with regard to the cycle. And what's cool about this is if we look at last week's session inside of the Dow, it confirmed what I refer to as a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. It's one of the patterns that I teach subscribers. It's a great pattern. It's a pattern that's been present before the beginning of every bear market. I'm not calling it a bear market here. It's also simply been present just on markets that are just going to have a retracement. But here, the last time that the weekly time frame for the Dow that generated this RMI signal was actually at the February 2020 top out there. So that's on the weekly basis. Now, prior to last week, the Dow had actually formed a top at that May 10th level. Price was rising. It generated a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. Price was rising, and it generated the bearish reversal candle. That was a shooting star. The very next trading session, we saw price gap down, and that was an additional confirmation. Now, what price did back then was it pulled right back to where the breakout area was. Inside the Dow, that was at 33,526. But since then, price has moved up, and it's given us another breakout level, and that's at 34,253, and that's the level that people should be watching today. If that level holds, then we should see price bounce up into the 34,660 level. If we see a close below it and then a second close tomorrow, so two consecutive closes below 34,253, that would then signal we go back and we test the lows from earlier in this year, the 33,526 area. So that's on the daily basis. Other downside targets that we should look at for the Dow, you've got 32,211. That would be the monthly horizontal trading range boundary line. Price is trading between two boundary lines, and this is on a monthly basis, 32,211 and 35,849. There's also some diagonal trend lines that I have up here. So the range of support on further downside, now, the numbers aren't going to always line up with each other, but you got 32,211 and 31,176. Now, to truly properly navigate the Dow, we really want to go ahead and integrate the futures contract. And this is the daily futures contract, which just rolled over last Thursday. And so we're now in the September contract. And on the September contract, when I apply our TAS market profile tool, this tells us that there could be support in a 34,007 and 33,656 level. But another trick, folks, like I shared with Tom about getting tickets at the hockey games. Now, that goes back well over a decade, maybe two by now. But since the rollover occurred last Thursday, and you can see just kind of a lack of data out here for the September contract, what I do is I've created this synthetic version of the contract. It's different than the continuous. And here, when I put that together, this is the same daily time frame. What this shows us is that we have a different set of profiles. And this is a bearish structured profile. And my experience is when price is trading below the center of a bearish structured profile, that's at 34,280, typically we see price move down and test the bottom of that box, and that's at 33,740. Now, because this is the futures contract, all of that can take place overnight. You show up at 9:30 in the morning to begin trading, that test is already done, but that should be a target to the downside for the Dow Equity Future contract out here. Lastly, since the 2020 bottom out here, and this is a weekly time frame chart, the Dow has had 7 what I refer to as knee-jerk reaction lows. Knee-jerk reaction lows, folks, typically occur with between 2 to 3 or 4 consecutive lower closes than the prior close out there. And here you can see I've got the blue lines. Mostly it's a 2-week deal. Well, if this is a 4-week knee-jerk reaction low, the cool thing is 4 weeks, because we already had week number 1 and this would be week number 2. So 2 additional weeks after that, that takes us into about the June 28 time frame. Well, if we take a look at the seasonal cycle for the Dow, which typically tops around May 19th, this year May 10th, the seasonal summer low takes place right around June 25th, right within inside that knee-jerk reaction low. So it really does look like the top is in for the Dow, should last for another couple weeks, may not really be anything crazy to the downside, but then we've got that nice summer bottom that should form within, about a couple weeks from now.
It's pretty amazing, man. Yes, you go through that, Steve. It's like, you only have a few weeks to do something, man. It's amazing. I mean, and there's no doubt. Listen, looking at this market, they just keep throwing money at the market. There's no doubt about it, man. I mean, there's a lot of money out there, and the money's getting thrown in, man.
Absolutely, Tom. And one of the things I do for subscribers each day, we track the global flow of capital, and it is pouring into the U.S. The U.S. and actually Germany at the moment. And so with that taking place, all of these retracements should be fairly reasonable. But we're looking for a bottom right now based upon chart patterns in about 2 weeks.
Thanks so much, man. Have a great one, safe one. We look forward to the show tomorrow.
You bet. Take care, Tom.
Stay right there, folks.
Are you having fun trading the markets but having trouble finding like-minded individuals to discuss your trading and investment ideas with? Become an apex predator in the trading markets and join the Tiger's Den Trading Room only at TFNN.com. The Tiger's Den is an exclusive trading room where successful traders from around the world come to exchange trades and ideas. Join the den and surround yourself with the sharpest minds in the trading world. Subscribers to the Tiger's Den are also the first to have their questions answered live on air and can privately chat with our TFNN hosts live during their shows. Interact with other Tigers and Tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day. Subscribe to the Tiger's Den risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee and become part of the TFNN trading community. TFNN, educating investors.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den Trading Room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrial's down 203. We get the NASDAQ up 57. S&Ps are down 6. And if we go over to the, let's go to Vista Gold first. We've had Fred Ernest on many times. Now, I own Vista Gold. We own Vista Gold in the Gold Report. Bottom line, folks, is that they got their final permit today. Pretty impressive. What you have here, Vista's up about 20%. It's up 18 cents, trading at 138. That being said, bottom line, 210 is the next number. 209. That's that high volume spike that's out there from February I suspect we're going after it, and we haven't hit the. Well, what's impressive here, we haven't hit the 145 yet. We've hit 139. You're pushing that area. You are pushing that area with volume. That's saying that your probability is much higher that you're going to break it. If we get it into the contract itself, what you have with the gold contract out here today rejected 1845. We're at 1867. The kicker here is going to be where the dollar goes Wednesday. That's how, today is kind of a nothing day inside the dollar. It's a sideways day. The dollar did get a big bid on Friday, man. That's the bottom line. And, we know that the way the dollar has traded, meaning that each and every time that has got a bid going all the way back to the 10th of April, it has given up that bid within 2 to 3 days and then goes lower again. The way that the other currencies are set up, I would say that we're going to see the same thing, but it's going to be about what the Fed has to say. The intriguing thing about the Fed is that the bottom line is that if you believe what they have put out in the past, the bottom line is that they are not going to basically talk about tapering until 2023. That being said, we know the numbers came in hot in a big way. We know that inflation is raging in a big way. So the bottom line is that can change, and that can change pretty quickly. Let's go to our man Frank in Gloucester. What's going on, brother?
Hey, 2023, huh? You believe that?
The bottom line is that I think it makes more sense trading the markets to believe what they say until they change. Let's put it that way.
Yes.
Yes,
sure.
And I have a hard time doing that, Frank. I can tell you that, especially right now. It's like, oh, my God. To me, I think inflation is raging. You know what I mean? Not just up a little. I think it's really up a lot.
I was in a bank yesterday, and they were advertising their credit card with 2% cash back on all your spendings.
Yep. Listen,
that's inflation.
The sad part about all of those cards drive me crazy, and we all have them, folks, but we pay for them. Do you know what I mean? It's like they're making money hand over fist, and that just adds more money that we got to pay, because if they're giving 2% back, guess what? They're charging the merchant more than that, right? So it's
absolutely.
Yeah. So you want to look at Harmony, right?
I want to look at Harmony. And Harmony, I've held it a long, long time, and it just seems to be dragging its knuckles these days. I look at a monthly chart, and there's an uptrend, and it's hanging on the bottom trend line of that uptrend.
Okay.
And Anglo-Ashanti is doing the same thing, but let's take a look at Harmony.
And what you have here, folks, what this is about, Frank, this is about the rand dollar, okay? So picture this, when you take a look at Harmony, folks, okay, the bottom line, strong, it was all the way up to 576. When these things take a hit, we're at 449. You're coming back to a breakout area. So let's just look at this first at the breakout area. So the breakout area, 436. 436.
You're looking at a daily?
Yeah, I get it on a weekly right now. That's what I have it on. That 436, even 406 is game. There's no doubt about it. Well, there it is right there. 1 second. Hold on. 436, man. So you see when we went topside then? So 436 is when it had some strength. You want it to hold there. Now, let's go over to the rand, because this is, I trade these stocks, and GFI's the same way, man. GFI's in there too. And what you're going to see is that the rand the last 3 months, folks, went from 15.5 to 13.5. Well, that takes the profitability down of the miners in South Africa. And so that's what we're dealing with here. So what's so weird about this, Frank, right? Is that, I'm not into this, but I'm into GFI big. And so it's like we want, in one way, I want the dollar to go up, because then the rand will go down, okay? But then the other way, no, I don't want that to happen either, because then it'll hit my other gold stocks. So this is kind of, it's pretty tough when you're into both of them. And I'm dealing with the same thing right now myself, Frank.
Yeah, it looks like the rand wants to blow through the January 19 high.
That exactly. Okay, so when we take a look at this, so what happens is this. We're at 1377. It's like that might be the bottom, and it might oscillate around here. And if it is, that'd be good for us. That's the real bottom line. If the rand keeps getting stronger, then it is not good for Harmony, for GFI, for Anglo-Ashanti, for any of the equities that are in South Africa. And what we're going to see here now is this. Because of the price of gold, we're going to have to stay attuned even to the price of the Canadian dollar, because they haven't hit those yet. Do you know what I'm saying? But the Canadian dollar got strong, too. I mean, we went from 130 to 121. So if that gets too strong, then you're going to see an eagle, basically get a little flack. We have some maneuvering to do. That's the real bottom line.
Okay. All right. You gave me another chart to follow.
I know. Listen, I wish that I could be clearer on the aspect, and unfortunately, that's what we're both facing. And whoever else owns a gold mining stock in South Africa, folks, plus a gold mining stock in the U.S., that's what we are facing. You know what I mean? So we'll see how this shakes out. As long as gold keeps going higher, they will all go higher. But what does happen, these currency plays are a big deal on the actual individual equities, man.
Yep.
Cooking, brother.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. And that was really a cool call, folks, because that is, I'm sure I get a lot of other tigers and tigresses that are dealing with the exact same thing out here. So, in fact, one of them, Sabine, okay? And I think Frank might own Sabine also, because this is a beautiful stock. And you're going to see Sabine, that's trading at $18 now. This baby, it's still pretty strong. But, it's a consolidation. It went down from 20. And, Sabine can go to the lower level of its consolidation, which is the $17 area. That's how this baby is set up. That's the reality out here. NDX, folks, my take is that we're still going to all-time highs. Why? This NDX is strong, man. It's strong like bull. I suspect we're going to see the Qs close at all-time highs today. They have about another 4 points to do the ABC structure up, and there's no reason it can't do it. Dow Industrials right now down 182. You get the Nasdaq up 53. S&P's off 4.5. We'll come right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrial's down 161. NASDAQ is up 62. S&P's down 2.5. Our guest today, folks, is Sarah Keeper. Sarah is the principal planner for Forward Pinellas. Now, no matter where you live in the country, folks, okay, bottom line, I'm sure you have some type of a group like this. Forward Pinellas serves as the planning council and the Metropolitan Planning Organization for Pinellas County. And her job, okay, is dealing with 25 local governments, 975 residents, and over 6 million visitors a year. And Forward Pinellas, bottom line, folks, is about keeping us safe. But we are going to talk to Sarah right now because she's got a lot on her plate. Sarah, welcome to TFNN.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about Forward Pinellas and how you work with, the individual governments that are out here inside of Pinellas County and exactly what the goals of Forward Pinellas are.
Well, I think you covered it really nicely. Forward Pinellas is a planning council. We do land use and transportation planning. We have a board of elected officials that make our decisions on guiding us ahead. We have a set of different areas that we focus on, and we try our best to integrate land use and transportation since we know they're so integrated together. And we have a lot of discussions with our local governments, our other partners like the Florida Department of Transportation and the Pinellas Suncoast Transit Authority to make sure we're all moving in the same direction.
Now, when we start talking about transportation, Florida is lagging in transportation in a monster way. I know that, when we're talking about the PSTA in St. Petersburg, the Sunrunner, that's a big deal. The bottom line is that somehow you got that through. I don't know if you basically people working got a transportation bill through. So the bottom line, pedestrians in general. I mean, we see it a lot here because we had a couple roads, folks, that are very dangerous. Like one is US 19, and for some reason people just walk across them. What is the I know when I go through your website, okay, you're always looking to protect pedestrians, and you're always looking to basically protect people. What is the problem with people just walking across major highways?
That's a really tough question. So one of the things we find is that there aren't a lot of spaces on some of these places like US 19 for people to cross. And so sometimes people do just walk across because it's so far for them to get to a place where they can safely cross and then walk back to where they're going. So some of it's a design, and it is very dangerous. We have, on average, 2 people killed or injured, seriously injured, every day on our roadways.
Yeah, pretty amazing. Yeah.
Pedestrians, bicyclists, motorcyclists, people in cars, it's a lot of people.
Yes. So let's switch gears a bit here, and let's go to the bicycle riders, because now what has happened, of course, across Pinellas County, across the United States, no doubt, people love bicycles. We get bicycle lanes, and then what's happening also is that you actually have bicycles in the street, which is a bicycle lane. So how is that aspect going as we move forward?
we're always looking for different ways. Bicyclists are allowed to be in the lane, and then we do have the facilities for them that are separated, and we're always looking at ways that we can make it safer for people biking. And sometimes those accommodations are a little different than someone who's walking and using the sidewalk. So we're looking at buffered bike lanes. Actually, we're doing a test soon with the City of St. Petersburg at a protected intersection to provide a little bit more safety when people are biking. It'll be on First Avenue South and 2nd Street in downtown St. Pete, and that should be coming soon.
Okay, in a protected intersection, what does that mean?
It means that the bicyclist is a little more separated from the cars, and it's less space where they're crossing. It gives them a little more visibility. It also gives the pedestrian a little more visibility, and it makes the crossing safer.
Nice. Now, how do you get to people? You know, what is intriguing, like, let's say a couple of years ago, and in St. Pete, folks, okay, we have a huge amount of bicycles. We have a huge amount of scooters. I mean, the bottom line is it's a walkable city. It's a great city for that. And you have to be very attuned in your own car because of that fact. So when we actually, went to that we can put them on the road, how much do you find that, how do you educate the drivers that, hey, listen, man, the bicycles can be on the road with us drivers simultaneously?
We can never do enough education. That's something we're always looking for ideas. It's conversations like this one where we can talk about it and just reach a different group of people, a different audience who might not have heard of us and what we're trying to do before. We do printed materials. We post things on social media, on Facebook. So we're always looking for different ways, working especially with partners and others who might be able to help us share information about safety with people.
Nice. And what do you find is your biggest challenge right now? We have the breakout going on. Hopefully the worst of COVID's behind us. What is your biggest challenge right now at Forward Pinellas?
I would say our biggest challenge is always that we want to have more projects, more transportation projects. We want to keep things moving. We want things to move quickly. And sometimes they just take a lot of money and a lot of time. And so it's balancing the two of getting things done, but also realizing that they take time and money to happen. And patience. And it sounds like that you have some patience, too. Well, listen, we appreciate all the work you do. We love the idea of a walkable city, a bikeable city, a safe city. And you guys are at the forward, I guess that's why it's Forward Pinellas, of all of that, which is really great. Sarah, you have a great one, safe one. We look forward to having you on again. Great. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And, folks, no matter where you are in this country, what is happening is that the aspect particularly inside cities, the bottom line is that people want to walk, they want to bike, they want scooters, they want all of the above. Market-wise out here we go. S&Ps, man. S&Ps are going to basically, they're going after their highs. So let's see what we got here. SIU, we're in the September contract. You're at 42.36. Yeah, you're going to close at all-time highs. And you know what you have here? You're inching away from the highs, folks. Now, we did transfer contracts, okay? So the bottom line is that you would always have a higher number because it's a future contract. That being said, though, guess what? It's inching away from it, man. You're 8 points away from it right now. The NQs are going to lead the way. That's what it looks like. The bottom line is that the NQs right now are up $94. The high of the NQs, let's see. Oh, that's even better. NQU, I got to get rid of that. Okay, so you're up $98 inside the NQs. You last high. Oh yeah, you're 40 points over, man. These NQs, we're going higher, man. We're gonna now. You know what's so crazy about this, folks? The bottom line is that this is where inflation is, man. The market's getting inflated. Everything's getting inflated. The bottom line is that a dollar, in fact, the dollar is saying 90.499. The dollar is not worth 90.499 right now. I mean, the bottom line is that our dollar is buying less. That whatever way you cut it, that's what it looks like. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Dow Industrials down to 152. NASDAQ is up 71. S&P's are flat. We'll come right back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave. Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials down 130. NASDAQ just grabbed the S&P, folks, and ripped it up, okay? Bottom line is that you're only up 2 points, but you got to love what the NDX 100 and the NASDAQ can do, and that's exactly what they did do. What's pretty cool, one of the tigers just reminded me in the den. This is pretty cool, though. There's no doubt. The gold report comes out every Monday, folks. You know what day the number is today? The number today is 999, folks. So next Monday is going to be 1,000 weeks that I've done the gold report. I mean, wild, absolutely crazy. And I remember the day that I started it. And I have the first gold reports too, which is even more bizarre. But anyway, I appreciate all the business out there. It's pretty wild, man. Just in the context of 1,000, it's pretty insane, actually. So market-wise out here, you get my take. My take is that we're in inflation. Market wants to go higher. Commodities want to go higher. Real estate wants to go higher. Oil wants to go higher. The real question is going to be when there's going to be a revolt of higher prices. That's the real bottom line. When I'm talking about higher prices, I'm talking about at the supermarket. There's not a lot of people, folks, that remember the inflation era. Now, the difference in the inflation era, I would say, I really don't remember. I was 20 years old, or 19 or 18, probably less than that. Because what did happen simultaneously, which is different this time than last time, because it's not the same, is that you had Nixon take us off the gold standard. So that was a big deal. The Vietnam War cost the country a fortune. That was a big deal. You had different things that were happening that did come into it, but we'll talk more about that. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows, and whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need, folks, is right inside you. Might as well have a blast with it. Come back tomorrow, folks. Tommy kicks us off 9 a.m. in the morning. Great show. Please tell your friends about TFNN. Tell them to go to YouTube, search TFNN, subscribe. It is free. Look at them, folks.